It could have been clams in a pram.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hello there, and welcome to the IFITSWIMS podcast, the multi-species angling podcast. My Bigfoot sighting report was filed by Brett Bolton. There you go. Joining me for episode 31 are Dave Spear.
I got no Bigfoot stories.
No. And Gary Houle.
What's up, boys?
Welcome, guys. Thanks for hopping on the mics. This month, we'll discuss recent trips. We will explore some news from the world of fish. And we'll finish up with our fourth installment of Fish of the States.
Also, sorry, Mike, that we hopped on you.
What? Oh, hopped on
That
you.
was a bad joke.
It was terrible. It was so bad. I didn't know what was going on. Also, so bad, it's staying in.
Nice.
Oh, no. I'm going to regret that.
Nah, it's fine. This is a fishing podcast. So let's start with just that. Dave, I know you made it out a few times.
I did, but I'm uncharacteristically haven't gone fishing for a few weeks.
Well,
It
what's the
happens.
temperature down there, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. Heat index of 110 or something.
Yeah, well,
That'll do it.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you expect?
You know, I started out the month with my normal pond hopping and then, caught some bass and had a great time. And in fact, one of the days I had a bait lure I was working on that has been really effective. And I went to a new pond. And when I say new pond, I mean, like I looked at the satellite image and I found the smallest puddle I could find in my own town. And I went there. And the first fish was a green sunfish. And I was like, oh, okay, it beat the bass to the lure. No big deal. I got like 7 or 8 green sunfish. I don't think there's anything else in that pond.
There may not be.
And then I guess we'll talk about my last fishing trip. So Brett inspired me. This has come up a couple of times, but Brett inspired me to look for the freshwater state fish of Texas, the Guadalupe bass.
Oh, yes.
And so I've been a couple of times. And on my last fishing trip, I went and did some wet wading. I got some hot intel from a guy that has been fishing this particular body of water for like 30 years. And really the hot intel was shade. So it wasn't a big surprise to me. But anyway, I went wet wading and everything was going pretty well. But I got to one patch in this river or creek that was boulders and I was standing in it, and they were about shin high or so.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to leave, I was there for a minute. When I went to leave, I tripped and I fell. And I took a swim all the way up to my beard, all the way up to my chin. And I cut my leg really bad. And I stayed out of the water for a couple of weeks after that.
Yeah, that'll do it.
We're of an age where a fall like that is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, you it sounds like it didn't hurt that bad. You weren't hurt. You just cut your leg. But,
Yeah.
Hips are a thing at this age, dude.
Right? And how long does those scrapes take to heal, too? It's like, used to be gone in a couple of days.
I can tell you this. It was July 10th, and it is now 19 days later, and it stings right now.
Oh, wow.
It was a little more than one of them was kind of like a scrape, and the other one ended up being an actual cut, like, a little bit down in there. So it was kind of gnarly.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that's not why I didn't go fishing. I don't need to wet wade to fish, but yeah, it's been hot. I started a new job. I've been busy. I've been tired.
A new job with commuting, right?
Yeah, I don't live in downtown Austin, but I have to drive there.
Yeah, that's a different story,
So I hope you guys did a little less injury than I did.
Less injury for sure. I only went once.
All right. I even know about that trip.
I went once with Gary.
Yeah.
Up at a tail race on the Red River, the Texas Red River, not Hudson Bay, not New Mexico.
Yeah.
But the weather was probably better at either location.
Absolutely, it would have been.
I threw a spook and flukes on jig heads for about 4 hours. And not only did I not get a bite, I never even hit a rock underwater hard enough to make me think it was a bite.
I know that feeling.
We're talking nothing happening, but I did make it out, so that counts, right?
Yeah, it counts.
All right.
And you paid some dues, which means that August is gonna maybe be really kind to you.
Right. It's only 3 or 4 degrees hotter in August.
If that's how it works, then I'm banking on getting paid back big time in August.
Yeah, no kidding. It was rough up there. Do you have any better luck, Gary?
Well, like you, I also went to the Red River and blanked and sweated. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool place though. I will 100% go back there. I'd never fished that spot, and
that's cool.
I dig it. And I think if we can get the timing right when they're letting water out of the dam, it'll be spectacular.
It will be.
And I'll probably go up there and camp once it cools down. Take my kayak and go a little ways.
Yeah.
See how it runs. Other than that, I went out on the lake here a couple of times just because I wanted to sweat, I guess. But no matter whether I went to a local pond, which I did, I haven't been out in 2 weeks like you guys. I don't know. Was it 2 weeks ago when we went to Red River?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've been out, and it didn't matter whether I'm at my local pond, out here on Lake Ray Hubbard, on the Red River. The only thing I managed to find is either sunfish or very tiny bass. And, it's something better than nothing, but it's been 2 weeks since I had a fish in my hands.
Yeah.
And none of them are more than, 10-inch and maybe half a pound. So
yeah, it's tough.
That's
out
it.
There.
Yeah.
We suck. I guess we're going to have to change the name of the podcast or our topic or something. We can't catch fish.
We'll just talk about the weather.
That's true.
I mean, we do sometimes. We have to because it's where I live, where most of us, where we all live. Sorry, it is a factor.
Oh yeah, we're in the official dog days now.
Yeah, and it's not that it's too hot for me. Those fish don't eat.
Yeah,
maybe they're eating at night.
It can be. I struggled to get up really early. It's not happening for me.
Well,
but,
yeah, there's that, right?
One day I'll try it. I'll get up at 4:00, walk over to the pond, and see how that works.
It'll work better. It won't be as hot.
I don't know that you have to go that early, but
I did get a really cool chase and bite a few weeks ago, though. It was I was just here at the local pond, about to leave. I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw one more time over, by this all these lily pads and not seaweed, but whatever. I threw it out there. And,
pond mucus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About maybe 15 feet to my left and 6 inches from the bank, I heard a splash and something book. I mean, it went 20 feet past all the plants, hit my worm, and it was on. Apparently I didn't set the hook well enough because it let go, after maybe 10, 15 seconds, but it was something big and fast and hungry. And then could never get it again. I threw it a few more times to see if maybe it was still around, but it got spooked. I want to know what. I'm sure it was a little dink bass. It just felt big, so I was excited, but it was cool.
I made something, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it was doing so close to the edge, though. It was like inches of water.
Oh, man. I was really surprised last year. We've talked a little bit on the podcast before about how I kind of just started bass fishing recently. And I was surprised that I was finding bass on the bank, like in 3 inches of water in August when it was hot, but not all day, of course. But, I would spook one or catch one and I'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Brett was talking about, how bad it was up on the river a couple weeks ago. I even, like the last, what was it, an hour and a half, I opened a can of corn and threw out a hook, tried to get a carp because we saw some buffalo, but I mean nothing was eating. That sat out there for an hour, not a bite.
Yeah, it was tough. No way around it.
You know what though? Your story reminded me, Gary, on my creek trip where I tripped and fell. For some reason, I have really bad luck there in terms of not tripping and falling, but probably 3-1 lost fish to catch fish. This doesn't usually happen to me anywhere else. And I don't know what the deal is. I'm fishing a little jig head, the same kind of stuff we were fishing in Florida, a little jig head. But I didn't have this problem in Florida either. But I would, I hooked and got like 6 or 7 fish to my feet, but I only touched 2. But what your story reminded me of was not that. So I tangentialized there for a second. I got to this one spot where the water was only, 2 inches deep, but it went back. So, a creek's flowing a direction and then there's some still water going way up under this tree. And I threw back there and I landed that fish, a little bass. But when I threw that jig head up in the shade and gave it a couple of jerks, it formed a wake from 10, 15 feet away, chased it down and grabbed my jig.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I experienced. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the wake of this guy zooming across the pond. So yeah, you experienced the same thing. It was
and those
so
things
cool.
haunt you, man. Like I wish every bite was like that because it was just so exciting.
Yeah. Well, whether or not, no, that's not the right way to say that. Even as bad as the weather was, we did all make it out, so that's cool. All right.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. Well, again, I say it every time. It's what it's about.
Yeah, and in our case, we got to go out together, Brett, and that was
it was cool. And it was a nice short drive, not a problem at all.
I was a little under the weather, but I kind of cut it short as far as after fishing activities. But
oh yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, yeah.
But
I was low on batteries.
Yeah, and we were still about 30 minutes early to go get a bite to eat anyway.
True.
We just couldn't take it anymore.
Right as we were leaving, you saw a dude pull like 2 little fish out of the water.
There's a guy in a kayak out there, and he was fly fishing, so I know he was throwing a pretty small streamer probably or something, and he got 2 of the smallest striped bass I've ever seen as we were
Yeah.
Like 4-inch striped bass.
Nice.
Yeah. Unless you know how to catch gizzard shad or threadfin shad.
I looked at the historical flows, and it's just been weird lately. Like back in June, there was a stretch where it went for almost a full 24 hours where they're letting out.
We got a lot of rain in June up there.
Yeah.
So they were adjusting the level as opposed to just generating power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we need to plan for that.
Yeah, I mean it's fun up there when that happens. Dave will tell you that the coolest time to go up there is when the lake is super high and it tops the spillway.
Oh wow, yeah,
yeah. It's just around the corner from there, but it's every cast. Every cast is a striper.
It's ridiculous when the water comes over the spillway.
Yeah, but everybody
fish wash over the spillway
and then start eating.
Like, hey, party!
Yeah, it's amazing.
It gets crowded though, but it is.
And it doesn't happen every year. It happened up there. I don't watch it anymore, but I do know because of a mutual friend of ours posted a lot of pictures last year. It happened last year.
Okay. He lives up there though.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier. Because it's a 2-hour drive for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's only a 6-hour drive.
I didn't mind it. I mean,
no, it's
I think I'm a little bit closer.
Maybe. It's a cool spot. All right. Did you guys find any fishing news?
Yeah. Well, mine's fishing adjacent.
Oh, those are always fun, right?
Hey.
So I flipped a 3-sided coin before the podcast.
Oh, nice.
And looks like you're first, Dave.
Oh, okay. 3-sided coin, huh?
I have no idea what that means.
Oh, well, some kind of gimmick coin.
Yeah, sure.
I got to tell you about this story from discoverwildlife.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, though some humans might struggle to go even a few hours without a snack, many fish can last much longer without food. After all, meals can be hard to come by in aquatic habitats. For example, large sharks only need to eat every few weeks. And by the way, large sharks only need to eat when we leave Gary on the beach with all the gear and go look for bait.
Yeah.
2 days in a row.
It's amazing.
Okay, back to the story. The West African lungfish, Protopterus annectans, can survive for around, what's that?
Perfect.
Yeah. Can survive for around 4 years without food. As its name suggests, well, that's not going to be the Latin name. I guess the West African lungfish name.
Yes.
This tropical freshwater fish has a pair of lungs and breathes air. Oh, see, I should read ahead of myself here a little bit. It has gills too, but it gets most of its oxygen from the air. That's not the most unusual thing about these creatures. They can survive for long periods out of the water and without eating. When the floodplains they live in dry out. Brett's smiling, so I think he's read this story.
No, I just know about the lungfish.
Oh, okay. I think he knows what's coming. When the floodplains dry out, the West African lungfish buries themselves in the mud and enters a state of torpor to wait it out. Torpor? I don't know how you say that word. They protect themselves by creating a cocoon out of their mucus, and they stay there without eating, drinking, urinating, or defecating until the water returns. This typically isn't longer than a few months, but these fish can survive for up to 4 years, possibly even 5 in this state. So there you go. Short and sweet. The West African lungfish that cocoons itself in its own mucus.
Yes. Yes.
Yummy.
Yeah, lungfish are weird. And they live a long time too, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like a stupid number.
I guess if they don't have to eat for 4 years buried in their mucus, they could probably do that,
Do it every couple of years and have a long life there, yeah. All right, Gary, I know you were excited about this one. What do you got?
I was. It is about as ridiculous a story as I've ever presented here.
Nice.
Oh, it's
it was a really long one again, like one of my previous stories. So I've summarized it here.
Good.
I'm going to call it Strollers Full of Stolen Shellfish.
Strollers?
Strollers, yes.
I like it.
By the seashore?
By the seashore, yes. And they're not selling seashells, but they are taking them. This comes from brobible.com, another odd source, but it's always a good place for fun. California's lobster black market doesn't sound real until you look at the numbers. And then it sounds like a heist movie with a baby stroller as a getaway vehicle. Wildlife officers with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife busted a smuggling operation running in broad daylight on the Santa Monica Pier last month, actually, arresting 6 people and seizing 34 spiny lobsters that had been stashed in duffel bags, backpacks, vehicles, and, yes, also a stroller. It took canine units trained to sniff out illegal seafood to crack it. That was my favorite part of the whole story, was that there are dogs trained to sniff out stolen shellfish.
Stolen seafood. Yeah.
They should have used cats.
Exactly, right? The cats are always pocketing all the fines.
Oh, that's a good point.
They also picked up 4 out-of-season Dungeness crabs for good measure, because apparently, one shellfish crime wasn't enough. What makes this more than a quirky headline is the timing. Several of the seized lobsters were egg-bearing females, and a single one of those can carry anywhere from 50,000 to 800,000 eggs, for about 10 weeks, right through the late spring and summer stretch when the bust happened. That's the exact window when California closes its season to protect these lobsters. It runs roughly from the first Wednesday in October through mid-March. That protects the mating season and also the molting period when lobsters have soft shells and no defenses. If you pull a spawning female out of the water in July and you're not just breaking a rule, you're crashing a chunk of the, next year's population, right? It's not an isolated issue. A lone spear fisherman was caught with 24 lobsters inside a fully protected marine reserve in La Jolla. That was back in June. And then it also echoes a bust in San Pedro where fleeing divers left 236 lobsters, most of them undersized, in the back of a truck. Following the money and the poaching makes a grim kind of sense. California's spiny lobster fishery pulled in nearly $24.2 million in 2024. Up to 95% of the catch historically shipped to China as a Lunar New Year delicacy. That once was $38 to $40 a pound. Then, the U.S.-China trade war hit. Chinese buyers said, now we'll just buy from Australia or New Zealand. And the wholesale price crashed to $7 to $10 a pound this season. So, that's a huge difference. $20 to $24 less than last year, and then another $20 less than the year prior. So you've got a legal fishery getting squeezed from both, international trade issues and also poachers. Crashed the prices right as the season opened. And there's zero legal supply for months when it's closed. So somebody was always going to try to fill that gap outside the rules. And it took the California DFW to have some lobster sniffing dogs to sniff past all the funnel cakes and other snacks on Santa Monica Pier to find these guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the second odd story we've had about fish storage on this podcast.
It is.
Yeah. We got 2 striped bass in a traffic cone or a truckload of lobsters in a baby stroller.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man. If it was only clams instead.
I don't even want to go there.
It could have been clams in a pram.
Oh, that's lovely. I didn't know spiny lobster was $40 a pound. I mean,
I didn't either. I've had spiny lobster in Florida, maybe different species, but they call it spiny lobsters, and they don't have any claws to speak of.
Yeah, I've never had it. I've only ever had the man lobsters,
the traditional in North America lobster.
Traditional lobsters.
Yeah, I realized it was a weird thing to say as I was saying it.
The regular lobsters.
Regular lobsters. I've got one from Nat Geo.
Oh, something professional.
I know.
Yeah.
What are we doing over here, right?
All right.
It reads, every pearly razorfish is born female. She keeps her own territory on the seafloor, hunting shrimp, hiding in the sand at night to sleep. But if she survives long enough, she transitions to become a male.
Well, I mean...
One who then defends the territory of the multiple females he mates with. That arrangement gives the females protection and stability. The male keeps order, which also keeps the other females from transitioning too soon. But these fish have a problem. Every year, when the season opens, there is a rush to catch them. Prices can spike as high as lobster.
Odd.
There's a little synergy there.
Yeah.
And in some areas, up 60% of the population gets caught in just a couple days. Pearly razorfish are especially likely to approach anything that moves. So the dominant male, the largest fish around, is usually the first one to take the bait. He ends up on the deck instead of defending his group. And that means young females often transition early before they're fully grown. In a study published this week, they found that fully protected reserves, razorfish, average almost 7 inches long at about 4 years old. In heavily fished areas, they average an inch shorter and only 2 years old. This matters because larger, older females produce more eggs. Every extra year as the bigger female means more offspring. Transitioning early cuts that short. Goes on to say researchers also looked at DNA from 120 fish and found close to 300 differences in chemical marks between fish from protected reserves and fish from stressed areas. Marks on genes tied to energy use, nerve activity, and immune function. They believe the stress of losing males so young could be playing a role, although they're careful to say before more research is done. There's a hopeful sign because razorfish release eggs and sperm into the water where they drift for weeks before settling. Healthy populations inside reserves can replenish nearby outfished ones. In the reserves, males live long enough to actually compete for dominance, and the strongest ones pass that on. Researchers say this makes reserves genetic reservoirs, protecting traits the species may need to keep adapting. Pretty interesting story. Males are too aggressive and get eaten up first.
It does not look like a fish that one would want to eat. It's very pretty. It looks like it belongs in someone's aquarium.
It's a very pretty fish.
And I say that, but at the same time I realize, oh yeah, small whiting deep fried in tempura are delicious. So, and they're smaller than these. So I go, okay, if they taste good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they're eaten, but I know they are caught,
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool little story. And being from from Nat Geo gives a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
And there's other species that do that.
There are. We may have had one here before. I don't remember.
I don't either, but I when you started going down that road, it's like, oh, I remember hearing this about something.
Yeah, we may have had a sort of a different fish that did this, but it was.
I mean, Finding Nemo taught us that clownfish do it.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah, the female will turn into a male if there's just two females, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I don't remember that movie.
It's cartoon education, man. Come on.
All right, fair enough. That explains a lot about this podcast.
Or at least me.
Well, no, probably all of us.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think Gary wins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gary wins.
Yeah. No, sometimes we remember to do it jokingly. Fullerton was the best story.
Yeah.
We forget it half the time.
The stroller full of spiny lobster wins.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I could do for a stroller full of spiny lobster right now. I haven't eaten yet, so.
I'd probably just sell them for the money because apparently it's super expensive.
You take one and sell the rest.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Don't get high on your own supply, but, a sample is okay.
There we go. Perfect. Hey, let's look at Fish of the States.
Woo!
We are back at it. This time, Arkansas. It should be fun. To start
We're
off
still in the A's.
We are still in the A's. To kick us off, does anyone have a fish from Arkansas?
No, and I almost just took a drive because I'm in East Texas, so it's not that hard for me to go. I almost took a drive just to get one.
This month?
But it was just too hot. It's like, no, I'm not going to Arkansas for that.
It's hot up there too right now.
Yeah.
I have fished in Arkansas. In fact, I've fished many times in Arkansas. Yeah.
What have you caught?
When I say fish many times in Arkansas, I lived in Arkansas for a few months when I was very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
21, 22.
Okay.
And I lived in a very small town that the White River ran through.
Oh.
The same White River that is famed for being a trout fishery, 50 or 100 miles upstream of where I was. Where it's very much a warm water fishery.
Right.
And it was actually the first summer that I actually learned to fly fish. And I learned up in Minnesota and, moved down to Arkansas for a few months. There's a little spillway right in town. And I would catch skipjack herring.
Cool.
And I've never seen them since. But Yeah, I would take my fly rod, a little 5-weight fly rod. I had no idea what I was doing. Throw a little woolly bugger up into the whitewater coming off the spillway.
Yeah.
And just let it go until I felt tension. And then they'd start jumping out of the air.
Yeah, they jump a lot.
And I saw one day I was there, I saw a guy catch a 8-pound brown trout there. It was much farther south or downstream than it should have been.
Right. Well, also on the wrong side of the ocean that should have been, but we'll leave that alone.
Well, hey, he was just minding his business.
Yeah.
Mixing up some sauerkraut and sausages, and some guy came along with a hook.
Yeah. I've never caught a fish there. I never fished there. I've been through it a few times. I did watch some carp work the edge of the river there and from a bridge in downtown Little Rock. Huh. That's about it.
Yeah.
I was up there just taking some pictures, goofing off, and I got to watch some carp. So that was nice. Well, let's get into it. We'll start with the water. Arkansas itself is just over 53,000 square miles, and roughly 1,140 of that, a little over 2%, is water. Arkansas is basically laced with rivers. There are about 87,600 miles of streams and rivers in Arkansas, which is a lot, I think. 5 major drainages carve this up: the Mississippi St. Francis, the Arkansas, the White Cache, and the Washita. Oh, and of course the Red, another Red. How many red rivers are in this country?
I think it's kind of like having a street named Martin Luther King Jr. in your town.
Yeah. Every state has one.
Right.
Or a town named Paris, or,
Yeah. Or Springfield.
Springfield, yeah.
Arkansas also ranks 3rd in the nation in navigable inland waterway miles, with over 1,800 miles of it. The Mississippi, Arkansas White, and Washita all move barge traffic, which is pretty interesting. And here's a confession. I don't know what river I was looking at there in Little Rock. I think it was the Arkansas.
Uh-oh. Map time.
But I'm not positive. What?
I said map time.
Oh, yeah, I'll check it. I think it's the Arkansas through downtown there.
As you hear me typing away.
We hear it. Lakes are a different story. Over 514,000 acres of lake in the state, and virtually all of it's man-made. I mean, southern states are just that way. Washita is the largest lake located entirely within the state at around 40,000 acres. Here's the really fun part for us. There are approximately 233 fish species documented in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Which is a lot.
Yeah. Is that attributed to the tiny rivers all over the place?
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute.
Okay. Jumping ahead.
We always get there when we get to the endemic species, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Of those, about 205 are native. The rest, around 28 species, one subspecies, and 3 hybrids have all been introduced, mostly to build sport fisheries. The rainbow, brown, cutthroat, and brook trout in the cold tail waters, striped bass, walleye, and then, of course, a handful of Asian carp species that got loose and became a real problem because they have the big head and the silver there. 4 Arkansas fish are federally listed on the threatened or endangered: the pallid sturgeon, the Ozark cavefish, the leopard darty, and the Arkansas river shiner, which is believed to be gone from Arkansas completely.
Those all have like endangered sounding names too.
Well, it's the shiners and darters and those little fish.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably isolated to start with, and it doesn't take much to mess those kind of guys up.
Right.
We see it nearly every month here on the fish of the states. It's just how things work. While we're on fish, Dave, you got some records?
Yeah, let's talk about their records.
Yeah.
So one thing I was going to say is that when you said how many species there were, I almost said that ain't no Alabama, which was the first state we did, and it also had like 400 something species, I want to say.
360, I think. It was a lot.
And it was a lot. It was a lot. But I'll tell you what Arkansas's got going for them. They have, and we're only on our fourth state here, but they have the most fish species in their record books that we've seen so far.
They count a lot of stuff.
They have 58 unique species on their record books.
All right, we're going to be here for a minute.
Now, I'm going to highlight 15 of these catches. So
all right.
I'm not going to read all 58. I'm not going to give you all the details, but do prepare yourself to be sitting here for the next, 437 years while I talk about the records.
Got it.
We're going to start with the most recent record, which was all the way back in April when the weather was nicer for all of us, just a few months ago.
Yeah.
And it was a skipjack herring at 2 pounds and 15 ounces.
Man.
And I usually cover something like the oldest record or the most recent one or the biggest or smallest. And it was the newest one. And it just happened to be, a fish I caught. So I thought it was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the oldest record here in a bit. But first, I'm going to talk about a couple of their records that go beyond Arkansas, right? So they have 2 records on their books that are world records. The first is the 12-pound. What was that?
I was going to guess blue cat.
Oh, you're going to guess? Which one?
Blue catfish.
Blue cat is not one of them.
Oh, could have been.
I think they have a big blue cat in here, but it's a walleye. And it was the 12-pound line class record at 22 pounds, 11 ounces.
That's a big walleye.
Wait. Read that again.
A walleye at 22 pounds and 11 ounces.
I didn't know they got that big. I didn't know they got half that big.
Probably if we go Google walleye, we're going to say something like maximum weight, 9 pounds or something. But, I don't know. The record's the record. It's not back from pre-World War II days or anything. It's from 1982.
Oh, that's probably pretty accurate then.
Yeah, it's probably pretty accurate. Their second record that falls into a world record is a brown trout and this is the 4-pound line record. At 40 pounds and 4 ounces.
Wow.
Brown trout get huge.
On you said 4-pound line or 2-pound line?
Yeah, 40 pounds.
I mean, again, as Brett likes to say, trout fight like a wet sock. So it's not,
I've never caught a brown trout bigger than my hand, but I've been told they are terrors and will get in your backing instantly and just burn your hand and everything else.
Big brown trout are strong.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about big brown trout, like 3-4 pounds. I'm not talking about 40 pounds, which is like, I don't know, otherworldly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw out some random ones because that's just me. So we got the American eel at 5 pounds and 4 ounces.
Yeah.
We got the shovel-nosed sturgeon, which is just a cool fish anyway, but
tiny sturgeon.
It's only 5 pounds.
Yeah. The shovel nose is, as far as sturgeon go,
a
tiny little fish. They're super cool.
See, that shows my ignorance because I saw sturgeon and then I saw the weight and I thought, man, that was a really small one. And I didn't even know what I was thinking about or talking about.
We do have them in the state we all live in.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Nope, this one wasn't. It was a different name for a river. The brown trout came out of a Little Red River.
Okay.
Another random fish I'm going to throw out just because it's something that Brett and I have done together and had a lot of fun. A chain pickerel.
Yeah.
Oh.
7 pounds, 10 ounces.
It's a big chain pickerel.
That's a monster.
It looks like a pike
Yeah.
or a juvenile muskie.
Speaking of muskie, that's the next on my list.
Nice.
Tiger muskie, 23 pounds.
That's a cool fish.
23-pound tiger muskie.
I didn't know there were muskies that close to me.
Neither
I
did
mean, yeah, I didn't either.
road trip.
Road trip, right? Yeah. Well, let's see. Where was that? That was in something called the Spring River, which, could be anywhere in the state. All right, let's go to the smallest fish. Let's switch back to the smallest fish here. And we'll kind of do this, 3, 2, 1 sort of order. So the third smallest fish is the Ozark bass, or on this podcast, the Ozark Steven Tyler.
Right.
1 pound and 1 ounces.
That's a cool fish, though.
Yeah, Ozark bass is cool. These other two I don't know anything about. So the second smallest fish is just called flyer.
Flyer is a sunfish. They're pretty well. So is that Ozark bass, but a more traditional sunfish.
Right.
Flyers are cool. Flyers are cool. There are eastern U.S. Mississippi drainage, mostly sunfish. As far as I know, this is all off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I've never seen a flyer in real life. I just know a little bit about them.
Yeah. So the smallest fish on their record books, the smallest fish that has a record in Arkansas is a mooneye at 11 ounces.
Mooneye are pretty cool too.
Mooneye are cool looking.
Yeah,
they really are.
Neither of those have I know nothing about either.
Yeah.
Well, where you were a couple weeks ago has 2 of those. Has 2 of those. Has shovel-nose sturgeon.
Right. We talked about that when we were up there.
It has mooneye.
Okay.
It has goldeneye. And it has skipjack herring.
I played a little bit of goldeneye in my day.
I've heard that there was skipjack up there, and I've never seen them. And your years went over my head, Gary. It's probably just
Nintendo,
a game I've never heard of.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wasn't one I recognized.
Maybe one of the best Nintendo games ever.
Oh, really? Man. So I'm really a loser.
James Bond shooter, right? GoldenEye.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
One of the best ever.
Really off topic.
That's okay. That's okay. We're in the middle of Dave's off-topic recounting of which records he wants to talk about.
We're good at off-topic around here.
So we got 5 more fish to talk about because we're going to do sort of the largest countdown. So the 5th largest record in Arkansas is the flathead catfish at 80 pounds.
Oh, okay.
It's a big fish.
80.
It's respectable.
The 4th largest is a black buffalo.
Cool.
Any guesses on the weight?
We're looking at
60. It's bigger than the catfish that I just said was 80.
We're looking at
than the catfish.
Yeah, so we're looking at what? 95 pounds for a black buffalo?
92 pounds.
That is amazing.
92 and a half. 92, 8 ounces. So, 92 and a half pounds.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And black buffalo are also cool. I mean, all these fish are cool. We're a bunch of fish geeks, so.
Yes.
Third largest catfish. Third largest record is another catfish. That's the blue cat at 116 pounds.
116 is pretty close to the world record.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, 120 or so.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know
That's
offhand.
a big catfish.
That's a big catfish.
It really is.
And our next 2 fish give a little bit of a shout out to our previous episode where Gary was talking about the declassification of rough fish in Minnesota. This has nothing to do with Minnesota, of course, but they're fish that are not, a catfish or a bass or walleye, some of the more traditional sport fishes. So the second largest fish on their record books is a paddlefish at 127 pounds.
Woo.
Yeah, I wouldn't count a record for it myself, but that's okay. I'm not Arkansas.
Maybe it was probably a snag, but they did.
Well, it was a snag. It could have been flossed.
And that's that's really the way people fish for them on, purposefully. So, yeah. They did have a separate category. What's that?
In Oklahoma, they just rip treble hooks through the water.
Yeah. They did have a separate category for not a rod and reel, but we're not even talking about those. So just because we love all species and we're a tiny bit snobbish about certain things.
Are they keeping like noodle records?
I don't think
just stuff like shooting fish or electrifying them or,
dynamite.
Yeah, that kind of
Arkansas,
stuff.
so.
Arkansas probably should have a separate. Well, I'm sorry, Arkansas
I don't want to
people.
denigrate Arkansas. I am very close to Arkansas, so we love you.
Yeah.
I did tell you I lived there for a while.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, my favorite of the presidential libraries I've been to was in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's a good one. It's right there on the river. It's nice.
Yeah. I saw it when I looked up which river ran through Little Rock, which is
was
the
it
Arkansas River.
Okay. I thought it was, but I didn't remember, man.
Yeah. All right. So Dave's last hurrah here on records. We're going to talk about the largest fish on the record books for Arkansas.
I got to guess.
And it's a cool fish.
Is it also a world record or?
I'm kidding.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
It also though is from 1964 and it's the oldest record on Arkansas's books, right? Weighing in at 215 pounds.
Wow.
The alligator gar.
That's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, the first alligator gar I caught was a baby. And I was so happy because they're so cool.
Mm-hmm.
215 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah. I've caught a few. My best was only like 25 pounds, but I did catch it in a kayak on a lure.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think you'd call it a lure. Would you call gulp on a jig head a lure?
Yeah.
Gulp on a jig head. Okay.
Lure,
cool.
bait.
I mean,
I don't know.
it was, it kind of blurs the lines between lures
It does.
and bait. But boy,
I'm surprised it took it.
What do you mean?
How were you fishing it? You just drop it in the water or you dragging it past him?
No, I didn't see him. I was just fishing for a redfish and thought I caught a really big one.
Yeah.
Nice. So you were down on the coast.
Yeah. I've never caught an alligator gar in fresh water.
Oh, okay.
I've caught it in fresh-ish water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never actually caught one up the river in fresh water. I'll get one eventually. All right.
Yeah.
Is that all of them, Dave?
That's all of them. We had to end on the alligator gar because it's just
We
cool.
did.
Yeah, it
So
is.
let's go on to the state fish.
Is it the tiger muskie?
The state fish, it was not the tiger muskie, was designated in 2019.
Oh.
And it's got a cool story. A 10-year-old named Henry Foster launched a grassroots campaign called Support Garkansaw
Oh, Arkansas is an awesome word.
to get the alligator gar named the state fish.
This kid needs a medal. That is such a cool marketing campaign.
I know. Yeah. The Governor Hutchinson, signed it into law that March. It's Arkansas's largest fish species and the largest freshwater fish in the southeastern U.S. We knew all that. Populations took a hit for decades because gar were written off as trash fish and killed on sight. But Arkansas has run an active management and recovery program since 2008.
Wow.
Super cool. And
we were almost making fun of Arkansas a minute ago. Not really, but just poking fun and like, look how far ahead they are from where we live, right?
They're protected where we live, sir.
They are protected where we live, but that didn't start in 2008. Although it was probably pretty close. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it was. You just time got collapsed in 2008. A long
Time
ago.
got collapsed and I got old.
Yeah, exactly. I do have some fish, endemic to Arkansas only. My favorite part of this, I have the Caddo Mad Tom.
Ah,
Mad Toms are cool anyway.
Yeah, and then they got that other cool name,
Mad Toms? What?
Caddo.
Oh, Caddo. Yeah, the Caddo Mad Tom. Yeah. Gotcha. I thought you meant Mad Toms had a cool other name.
Oh, no. You said Mad Tom was cool. I was like, well, and Caddo's cool. And
Caddo's cool, yeah. It's a small catfish found only in the upper Caddo River, which is part of the Ouachita drainage. The Ouachita Mad Tom, also endemic to the Ouachita drainage. The yellow cheek darter, restricted to a handful of streams in the Little Red system. The paleback darter, in Ouachita mountain streams only. The strawberry darter, found only in the Strawberry River system. And my favorite one here is the beaded darter, another Arkansas-only darter.
wow.
I got a fun note on that beaded darter, which is Ethiostoma Clinton.
What?
As you'd expect, named for Bill Clinton.
Huh.
Formerly described in 2012 in a paper by Stephen Lehman and Richard Maiden, which separated out 5 new species from the speckled darter, which is E. stigmium. The 5 species were E. Clinton, E. Teddy Roosevelt, E. Jimmy Carter, E. Gore, and E. Obama. I don't know why some of those got the first and last name in the species name. But
Right.
It's cool nonetheless.
Yeah.
These are small, as always, small restricted range fish, which most of them are tied to a single river drainage, which is exactly why habitat matters a lot to us here at the podcast. So next time you're on a bridge in Little Rock watching carp feed on a mud flat, remember, the state's got 7 fish found nowhere else on Earth.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. You guys have anything else in Arkansas?
I do.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
not on Arkansas. It's on the state fish because, you guys are all about the knowledge and I'm an idiot. But when I looked it up, I
think you put us in the wrong bucket. I think I'm the idiot.
Yeah.
Well, it's no secret. After Florida, I caught gar fever, and I've been chasing them all summer and have caught nothing since.
Yeah,
and I'm shamed to not know this already, but the scientific name for alligator gar is Atractostea spatula.
Yes,
and it's the coolest combination ever. So Atractosteus is Greek.
Okay.
And
sounds
it means spindle bone. I don't know where the spindle comes from, but the bone makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And spatula is Latin for spatula.
Pancakes.
Spatula.
It's just straight translation to English to every other language. It's probably just spatula everywhere you go.
Spindle bone spatula.
So it's a spindle bone spatula.
Do alligator gar have? I wonder if there's a bone in them that's really flat somewhere to get that.
Possibly, I got to go look at a skeleton to see, but I'm guessing it refers to that beak. Just a flat mouth that's
maybe
bony.
That's probably the spatula part. So when I think
spindle,
of spindle, I think of like a chair spindle, like something round. And if you think about the way a gar's skeleton would look, if you took all of its,
are like a chair.
It's going to look like that. Yeah.
With the spatula on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
See who's the idiot now, Gary. It's me.
Right. You figured
I'm imagining
out,
a chair leg with a pancake hanging off its nose, swimming through the water. And I want to catch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a dinosaur. It's still cool. And
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Arkansas. Next up's California.
We love you, Arkansas.
I mean, they have gar.
And you're our neighbor.
And they respect them. Oh, only barely our neighbor.
They're more my neighbor, I guess.
One little corner there,
Yeah.
Yeah. Arkansas's cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're all cool. And when you look at them from a fish point of view, everything's awesome.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Everybody has their own jam.
Yeah, man. Anything else we missed?
I'm done. I got everything out.
Hey, man. In that case, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.
We are on the web at IFITSWIMS.com and on Instagram at _IFITSWIMS_podcast, where you'll find photos from the staff's fishing trips and some other oddities. More links to find us are available in the show notes, along with links to items covered this month. Our music was written for us by Dallas artist Jeff Hewitt. Join us again next month. Spread the word, and as always, we will see you out there. See ya.
Guli gula.
Good night. Sleep tight. And please do let the bed bugs bite. They're hungry.
Dave can barely stand it. Oh, thanks,
Damn,
guys.
Gary.
Sorry.